Have you been thinking about writing your book for months or maybe even years? The Write Your Damn Book program is different because it doesn't just give you the strategy, it rewires your subconscious so you become the author who can actually finish and hold the book. This is for the bold ones with vulnerable stories that need to be told, the ones who want to make an impact and be seen doing it. Inside, we combine subconscious reprogramming, NLP, story mapping, writing flow, and identity work. So no, you are not just writing. You're becoming the author who was always meant to share this story. Click the link in the show notes to join us. Now is the time.
Welcome to the Own Your Choices, Own Your Life podcast. I know you are here wanting to change and rewrite your story. You are desiring to step into the impact that you know you are here to create. I am here to guide you with the proven tools and strategies used by myself and our speakers to support you in taking radical responsibility in your life and learning how to own your choices to change your story. My name is Marsha Van Weinsberg. I am a storytelling business coach, master NLP trainer, speaker, podcaster, and 7 times published author. My clients have found freedom and purpose from overcoming their shame stories and learning how to share them with the world. I am so grateful you are here. Let's get started.
Welcome back to the show. We are in this writing series right now. And for the month of February, I'm sharing all things about writing your damn book. What does it look like? Some of the hiccups that people walk through, and they're all in little bite-sized episodes. So each one, as we go through, is meant to support you to write your damn book. Now, substitute anything in there. Your book might be your podcast. It might be a talk from stage, the business, whatever it is. We want to get you out of the process of being stuck in your head and bring you into action. So most writers, there is this loop that goes on repeat of like overthinking, stuck in our head, perfectionism, editing while you're writing, second guessing, overthinking, comparing to everyone else, and then actually not writing, right? So actually not writing. And a lot of those are subconscious patterns that are happening beneath the surface for you. As so if we said, okay, here is your strategy to write, it's 1 hour a day at 5 a.m., you get up and you do the thing, that's the strategy. If you are still stuck in a subconscious pattern of overthinking, a loop of perfectionism, second guessing, and like feeling paralyzed in your writing process or fear of insert whatever, not being good enough, what are people going to think? Then the strategy is not going to fix it. It's actually not going to help you to write your book. And if it does, these beliefs over here, these subconscious beliefs will block you from receiving all that is available for you. All right. So I want to share a couple of simple things to help with the writing flow. And I talk about this in the Write Your Damn Book program, which is the link is in the show notes. And when you're sitting down to write and you feel yourself in this space of comparison, overthinking, wondering if you're saying the right thing, I want you to know that this does not mean you can't write a book. This does not mean that you can't finish what you want to start, and you're not blocked. There's nothing wrong with you. This is your subconscious pattern. You are stuck in a pattern of overthinking mode. Is it good enough? Is it what I need to do? What will people think of it? This is an overthinking mode. And we actually want to move out of that today and get into a flow. So I have this little thing with myself, and I realized I'm just going to share this here. I have been showing up consistently on social media for probably 13 plus years, 13, 14 years. And so it's taken me a lot of reps to find my own voice and my own message. And many times when I fall into a place of doubt, all of a sudden I catch myself scrolling more, saving more, following somebody, going, oh, what is she doing that I can't do? And all of a sudden the comparison shows up for me. And that is my reminder that I'm in the wrong direction. I'm actually blocking my own flow. And so I have this little rule with myself. When I go to show up on social media, if I feel like oh my gosh, I haven't put a post out. I haven't shared that. I have to do that. Then that's coming from a have to need energy. And I know that my most creative thing that I am going to put out in the world isn't going to come from that energy. In fact, what happens is when I get into a space of like, I'm stuck in how or I'm stuck in comparison, I'm actually narrowing my focus. And they say that like cortisol actually spikes during this time, which only narrows the focus more. So imagine you have blinders on, you're not open to all the possible ways that this can unfold for you. You're actually blocking them. And so that's just my reminder. When I fall into that space, immediately I'm like, oh, wrong energy, shut it down. I don't actually post. And so you might find sometimes that like I might have 3 posts come out in a row because I'm like, yep, those all feel like me. They're good. Let's get them out there. And then sometimes I save them. And then I might not have anything for a couple of days because I'm like, yeah, it's not there. I don't have it yet. It's not me. So if I'm not in flow, I don't force myself to produce then. I work to get my energy back to being in flow in order to share. Writing is the same way. Writing is this podcasting is the same way. I could literally sit and record, batch record. Trust me, like 6 solos in 2 hours, 8 solos, because I'm in a flow. If I sit down and I start recording and I'm like, oh, I do not like how that sounds. The energy isn't right. I'm like, not now, not now. So those are the things is getting your energy on board versus how much you're producing. And we want to get you back into flow. So that's just sharing an example for me. Or the other thing when it comes to writing is if I catch myself really editing while I'm writing, it's like, nope, 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 nope. That's not the flow. So when you're in that overthinking, that is your nervous system like in a freeze response. You're anticipating what's coming, what's next. And most authors try and think their way like into clarity, like thinking my way into it. That actually creates more resistance and it actually blocks your own natural voice while you do it. And overthinking is what happens when your brain tries to protect you from feeling like exposed and vulnerable, right? Your story doesn't need to be perfect at all, actually. I just remind people it's your imperfections that connect us to each other. It's not our perfections. And if it's the perfections that you're connecting someone else to, you're probably not listening to this because that's just not a priority on this little corner of the internet. So what creates your writing flow? We want to be able to get into like connection. How can you connect to your message, your story, your voice, your why, your intention for writing? And how does that feel in your body? How can you feel good in your body to be able to go, yeah, this is the message that I'm sharing? And how can you be in a consistency with your own flow? Everything, the 10,000 hour rule, right? I think they say it's even 20,000 hours now. But what it does take is repetition. You're not going to nail it to feel like confident and flow as a writer if you don't write. It's just not going to happen. Same with podcasting. It's going to feel really clunky. It's going to feel messy until you actually do it. Some of my clients in Outspoken are like, God, some of these techniques feel so clunky. You make it look so easy. And I'm like, and how many times have you done it? And they're like, once. I'm like, do you know how many times I've done it? It's the flow, it's consistency of practice. And the last thing that can create writing flow is like this regulation, like being able to feel supported in your writing, to know your message is out there to support someone else. And so when I say regulation, like, do you feel good before you share it? Can you get into this space to allow that flow to write? We want to be in these safe containers, which is what we're doing in Write Your Damn Book right now, being in a space to support people to share their story and get it on paper and to be able to bring their subconscious mind on board with what they're doing, right? Because conscious mind is out there writing, creating, it's like push the goal, the plan, 1 hour a day. Subconscious is the 95%. It's the beliefs, the thoughts, the choices, decisions, values, identity. If you don't see yourself as the author over here, start there first. That's what we want to get on board. Within your own body, you're safe to do this. So we want to create like safe containers for yourself to be creative. Maybe you have a candle, a timer, you've got a playlist, you have music, you block time to conserve your energy, and you have powerful self talk. How are you talking to yourself? I actually heard Dr. Emily McDonald on Jay Shetty's podcast. I've actually followed her for a while online. She has an incredible job. She's PhD, speaks on neuroscience, brain. It's fantastic. It's so fascinating to me. And she spoke that, when we go to our phones to scroll, which is a distraction from what we actually want, we are picking up a fake, cheap dopamine hit. It's a cheap dopamine hit. It doesn't last. It takes us off our tracks and it blocks us from moving forward. So if you do have to do some writing, say for example, it's like, okay, no, I committed to a half an hour writing today. All right, that's the strategy. How can I get myself on board? Oh, distraction, go to my phone. No, no fake dopamine hits. Pick something that's going to light you up, like really light you up after. It's like, maybe it's calling a friend. Maybe it's like listening to something. Maybe it's watching a show. Maybe it's doing something that you desire doing. That's a real dopamine hit. And if you put off the fake dopamine hits to the real ones, now all of a sudden your body's getting on board with the energy of what you're doing. This is what we're doing as well in Write Your Damn Book. I do want to share this piece. The other thing that we talk about there and is important is, do you know your voice? There's some really neat exercises that you can take yourself through to be able to recognize, when are you sounding like you and when are you sounding like someone else. When I've caught myself being stuck kind of in the social media realm of watching too much of what other people are doing, especially in my field, I catch myself and it's like, no, I can tell my voice, I can't find my own message. Then all of a sudden I put the major blinders on and I actually mute, even if they're friends, I mute accounts. And it takes me about 2 weeks to get back to my own voice again. So that's with recognizing how much time and energy you can leak in those areas. So what would your book, if we can shift from pressure to permission, what would writing your book look like if it didn't have to be good or perfect? Like, to be honest, you don't have to write a chapter, a framework, so much structure. Can you allow yourself to get into this stream of consciousness writing? That's in the Artist Way book. And she talks about, like, if you're feeling really stuck every day, give yourself 15 to 20 minutes, just write freely. Don't about nothing. And then start to look at those messages that you're writing. Where is there a flow that you're like, that sounds like me? That's my voice. That's how I speak. That's what I say. Like, that's me. That's what we want to do, is we want to keep coming back to what your voice and your message is, because we want to come and take you out of this overthinking to allow you to get into the flow of writing. And it doesn't take much to bring you back on track. It can be as simple as like 10, 15 minutes of writing. And it could be like a grocery list. It doesn't have to be anything. It's a pen to paper flow that happens so that your brain starts to stop putting up these little roadblocks that's not perfect. So this is part of what we do in Write Your Damn Book, as we are sharing how to support you to get more books out into the world. If you want to know more about it, the link is in the show notes. Thank you for being here, for connecting, and just continuing to support the podcast. And I hope you're enjoying this little month of writing series, because we want to be able to just support more people to get their stories out in the world. It's a huge piece of our mission and what we're here to do. And I want you to know that it's possible, and someone somewhere is praying for the solutions you are holding on to. So let's get that work out into the world. Have an incredible day.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Own Your Choices, Own Your Life. If you love this episode, I invite you to tag me on social media with your takeaways or share it with a friend. Please, if you feel called, take 30 seconds to leave a 5-star review, and I will be forever grateful. Until next time, remember, when you own your choices, you truly own your life.